Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome to Tel Aviv, Israel. We're in the Tel Aviv Arena, and we are ready for Montenegro and Latvia at the FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2023, a crunch game for both of these teams. Well, 2 days into this tournament, and it has been fantastic. And off day yesterday, all of us got to recharge the batteries, and now we're back for a big one. Game day 3. After this one later tonight is going to be Spain against Greece. So the team that wins this contest will definitely move into at least the qualification for the quarterfinals. Could end up winning it, but the team that loses will still be alive until we know what happens later tonight. But what a difference a day makes. On day 1, it was Latvia and Montenegro that won their games. And then day 2, it was Spain and Greece winning, so they have now moved up into the first and second positions. I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Azania Stewart, and Azania Stewart has been along for the ride, and it's been a great FIBA Women's EuroBasket, but now it's effectively do or die time.
Yeah, and this group is so interesting, like you said, Jeff. That's such a good point. Spain obviously losing their first game against Latvia, who were incredible. But like we said, they win the day before, and now they're the top of the group because they broke it open with points. But for me, Latvia is still looking strong and mighty. They've got multiple players playing very, very well, all on the same page. When they're playing Montenegro, I think they've met their match physically. I think Montenegro have some tough, hard-nosed players, but so it's going to be an interesting game. A bit too close to call, but I think Latvia has a bit more firepower.
The one thing it struck me about Latvia is, as you said, that they played great in the first game, winning against Spain. They played great in the first half against Greece. And then they admitted they didn't come out with the right sense of urgency, the right intensity in that second half, and Greece did, and ended up winning the game. And I don't understand how you can lose the sense of urgency in the middle of a game like that.
Yeah, well, I think it's the half-time, right? You can kind of relax, you can become unfocused maybe, and that's definitely what they did. And that's where you kind of have to learn in a tournament like this. Okay, we don't want to be like the other game, the other day versus Greece. We have to stay focused for 40 minutes. We can't have too many lapses or you lose. Where Montenegro against Spain played very well. They played very, very well. And then the fourth quarter, they also had a lapse, and Spain just broke it away and beating Montenegro 57-78. And with that big 21-point gap, puts them at the top of the group. So it's such a crucial moment in this group stage.
I think from Montenegro's standpoint, they were playing against like a wounded animal, like a lion in Spain.
Yeah.
And the fact is, they played excellent in that third quarter. Fourth quarter came around, they didn't have enough fuel in the tank. So we are now going to have a pause for the playing of the national anthems for Latvia and Montenegro.
see how focused they are and passionate about singing the national anthem as the teams shake hands and exchange pins, which is also a lovely moment as you play with your career and you collect your national team caps. You exchange pins or sometimes flags. I've got many.
Did you say you saved them?
Yeah, I have too many, to be honest. I played 107 games, I think. So
great stuff. Mai Forsberg from Denmark is the crew chief. Karen Baki from Turkey on the left, and Mikkel Maniste from Estonia on the right. All three referees perform at a high level. I was really impressed by Forsberg's calls in that last game. And we are now going to look at the starting fives for both of these teams. Latvia, I think you alluded to, they've got a tough team. Annette Steinberg, just terrific. Alexa Gulbe, Kyria Laksa, Ilse Jakobsen, and Kate Vilka, Strautmann, Vehmane, Pialbre, Yoyani, all the way down. Really good players. And we wanted to look at Laksa.
yeah, Laksa, she's averaging 16 points. But what was so great is her three-point percentage, shooting 60%. Last game, she had 15 points. She was 3 from 6, 50%, and she's definitely a great shooter.
And Gundars Vetra, who I was a little surprised. I mean, it felt like maybe he could have done something in the second half when things started to go wrong against Greece. And it just, for whatever happened, they just weren't able to make adjustments, Latvia. And he still got this game, though, to get him back on track. Natasha Mack, superb defensively. Unbelievable, her length. Dragana Zivkovic, Bozice Mujovic, Jelena Vucedic, and Milica Jovanovic. But the one that I like the most is Lekovic, Maria Lekovic, coming off the bench. And here you have Milica Jovanovic, who's been the veteran leader that they need in this tournament. She's been terrific.
Yeah, definitely. She had 13 points last game, and she also beat the EuroBasket three-point, I guess, leading scorer. So
yeah,
she's on 53 points shot, so that was pretty cool for her to break that in this tournament.
And that's Jelena Skerovic, the former point guard of Montenegro, calling the shots. And it's incredible when you think that Montenegro, 55 professional players since 2011 when they became a federation. Right now, 14 Montenegro women professional players.
Wow.
And yet here they are,
yeah, doing well,
eating at the big table with a chance to advance in the tournament.
Well, there you go. Haven't lost consistent games in EuroBasket. This is an important game for both of these teams, in my opinion. Whoever can get this second dub and be in a kind of a good spot in this table going into the qualification game tomorrow. So it's everything to play for here in the first game of the day. Quite an exciting one to start with.
So remember, the winner will definitely go at least to the qualification for the quarterfinals. The loser will have to wait and see what happens later because depending on who they would end up meeting, that head-to-head is going to be crucial in determining who gets into the qualification for the quarterfinals.
A solid 5 right here as we get this nice look. Alexa Gorma has been incredible down low. She's going to have the big task versus Mac. It's been a fantastic post play. You know I love a post player, as I was a post player. I just think they were going to be, they're going to be attacking. They're both very strong, physical down low. So I'm excited to see how that battle matches up.
Yeah, you were the post with the most.
Thank you. I'll take that.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Tel Aviv Arena. Just past noon here in the Holy Land, and we are ready to rumble. Zivkovic has the ball, a little bit quiet offensively the other day against Spain. Vucedic turns it over. And Jovanovic picks up one of those niggling fouls that you don't want to get early in the game.
No, you don't want to pick that up, but you kind of can see how the referees are going to call the game if that's, you know, 20 seconds in and a foul's already been called, so you have to adjust.
Jakub gets it over to Vilka. She's a tough player, Vilka. Gets some good shots. Here's the bounce pass to Steinberger. Vilka wide open. And here comes Montenegro. Gulba with the rebound. These two teams, their third game in 4 days. Ivkovic, a needless turnover. You gotta value those possessions.
Yes, correct. And Mojovic here was really disappointed with that last shot that she took.
Here's Ivkovic. Well, she deferred the other day quite a bit. Couldn't get it going, and she wants to get it going today. She misses her first shot. I don't think she scored until late in the second half. That was her only 2 points. Steinberg gets down low, and she misses. She's been she's been in top form.
Yeah, she has, but both teams struggling to...
she barely got it over in time.
Haven't managed to get their first score yet.
Here's Jovanovic, where she can put it up from deep, and she can drive down low.
And that's actually a good mismatch for Montenegro there with Jovanovic. You need to go to her.
33 years young. Talking about 33, how about number 33 for Latvia? Laksa.
Yeah, beautiful. Came off that screen, gets into her footwork, a lovely jump shot from her. And she's been key for this Latvia team, Jeff. I feel like she's played very well also.
So now it's Steinberger guarding Jovanovic. Mack takes it back. Jovanovic missing. And quickly the other way goes Jakobsen, famous name in Latvian basketball lore. Steinberger takes it down low and misses. There's a couple for her now that she's not put in.
Travel. Yeah.
Good call, referee Azania Stewart.
All I need is a grey t-shirt and a whistle. She picked up that foot. Here is the beautiful shot. Nothing but net and a splash for Laksa. Good start from her. She's thumbs up to her teammate.
So we were talking about the importance of the three-point shooting for Laksa and Jovanovic, and Jovanovic hasn't been stroking them well.
No.
But on the other hand, she's been doing other things to help Montenegro, but she's only 3 of 14 from deep coming into this game, and she missed her first. Laksa loses control of it again. Good reach from Montenegro, forcing the turnover. Here's Mack. Good defense from Steinberg. Milovanovic banks it in. Excuse me, Jovanovic banks it in. Milovanovic.
Serbia.
Jelena Milovanovic, now Jelena Brooks. I'm sure she's watching this game. Perhaps a slight chuckle.
Latvia need to really take care of the ball on this possession. They've had too many turnovers back to back.
Vilka gets it deep, but then the finishing touch has not been there for Latvia. They're getting the shots they want. Good pass, good help. Jakobsen knocking it away. It was intended for Jovanovic. And now the bump call, the foul called on Zivkovic.
Really good defense. Jakobsen.
There's Jorge Garbajosa. And Amran Levy, the president of the Israeli Basketball Association, was on the left. The chairman, rather. And obviously Garbajosa, the Spain legend, won the World Cup in 2006. The EuroBasket 2009, was the Spanish Basketball Federation president for several years and was recently voted president of FIBA Europe. And to be quite honest, Garbajosa to me looks like he could still play.
He looks well, doesn't he? Great drive by Kate Vilka. Really lovely, strong possession for her. Makes her way to the line and makes the first.
Vilka doesn't need the dribble, does she, at the free throw line? She just wants to get it up and doesn't want to think about it.
And a little full court press by Latvia. Slow Montenegro down. And they go back into a zone now, a 2-3 zone, Jeff. Changing it up defensive-wise. This is the first time we've played a zone.
Jovanovic still can't get it to drop from deep, the wide open look. Vilka's been lively. Steinberg puts it down, has it knocked out of her hand. She wants the foul. It's going to stay at this end. She says, I got hit on the arm. Pulver in the game. And Jovanovic knocks it away. I'll tell you, Latvia turning it over. Good credit to Montenegro.
Yeah, and I knew Montenegro would be able to match the physicality of the Latvians.
How about Bojica? Nope, missing, and Gulba with the rebound. Zica has yet to score. Oh, the drive, Laksa misses the layup. That's probably the fourth miss for Latvia right around the rim. You're not going to win games if you're missing layups. They've still got a 1-point lead.
But maybe, I know this sounds silly, but you need a day off to obviously rest, but then a day off kind of, you lose your rhythm and you kind of, sometimes it's harder because it takes a long time to get the second wind. And but obviously you need a day off. You can't play 3 games in a row.
Is there a time when you're missing these shots here early? I mean, is it eventually going to start clicking? Because they're getting the shots that they want.
Yeah, and I think you just got to keep going. They're executing their plays well, and there will be a time that they'll start to go in.
Carlene Pilabre has checked in. Great story. Pilabre missing, several years out with a back injury, has come back to play and is playing at such a high level that she's in the national team.
Yeah, really, and a lovely person also. She has 2...
Former teammate of yours?
Yeah, former teammate. She has 2 kids and a beautiful mom and person, and just works hard. She's solid. And also she works with the minutes. She never complains. She comes off the bench and is just hard working and a solid player for Latvia.
How about Laksa? Missing it deep. Both teams struggling offensively. Still only 5-4. Don't forget, the pressure is immense on these two teams as they try to get at least to the qualification for the quarterfinals. So another foul called.
Steinberger picks up that foul. That's her first.
Yeah, I think if you ask me, as we have the stoppage in play, which team is more physical? Steinberger goes out. She's physical. Gulba's physical. But yeah, Montenegro's physical as well. We haven't seen Kovacevic yet. She's going to come in. And the rising star for me, the best young player in the tournament, is getting off the bench to come into the game, Lekovic.
She was incredible, wasn't she, versus Spain?
Both games she's been excellent.
Yeah, you're right. And she was just real fearless. And then you had her in the press conference also.
Had her in the press conference. Yeah. We had a nice chin wag.
Yeah,
she was telling us in her native tongue that she had actually had some senior team experience before she played at the Under-20 European Championship last year and was just outstanding, Division B. And watch her play, number 25. She's in the game and she's guarding Pulvere. Maybe because she's young, that day off isn't going to affect her as much.
No.
Well, she's slow getting out on Pulvere, who hasn't really shot it that well. She has hit a couple of three-pointers. Yeah, she was 0-5 against Spain, and she was made just 1 of 6 against Greece.
Well, she's the point guard. She's not really a scorer. She can. Obviously, it's not a good clip, but she's known for her physicality and tough defense and having to bring up the ball. But you're right, she hasn't shot a good clip so far.
So watch the matchup, Pulvere and Lekovic. Here's Lekovic. She's got the ball. She gets it to Jovanovic. And Jovanovic is glad the whistle is blown because she's missed another one. And also checking in for Montenegro is going to be number 4, Zofia Zivaljevic. And Zivkovic goes out. Zivkovic, it's a young team.
Yeah.
I mean, average age 25, but you take Jovanovic out of there at 33.
Yeah.
And a 31-year-old Pasic, who hasn't played yet. That's a really young team. Zivaljevic gets blocked. Good shot block by Strautmani. Vucinic goes down, gets back up. Gulbert comes out. Poveri's thinking about it. She's going to try her luck again, and she must have heard us. She says, I can't hit that three-point shot.
Yeah, and that fan loves it. The best hat in the building.
Is it better than Santacek?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's better than
Well, Santacek isn't in the building yet.
Nope.
The turnover gives it back.
Yeah,
Look at this.
Poveri,
she's got all this time. Should I take it? Should I take it? Okay, you're going to give it to me. I'll take it.
Yeah, she takes a deep breath, doesn't she? Because she missed her first quite badly, and shooters have to shoot. And that's the thing. If you could just make one of those, especially when she had the switch and she had Mac on her, now the next time Mac has to play her harder, and then she can maybe drive.
Look at Lekovic blanketing Poveri. Here's Vilka. Nails the three. All it takes is one to fall, and all of a sudden the floodgates open from three-point range.
Well, Montenegro's defense are going under the pick, and so the shooter has enough time.
Jovanovic, Zivaljevic, they're trying to get Mac involved now, and Mac on the attack, and she is fouled by Gulba.
Different style of refereeing today for me. They've been letting them play and be quite physical.
Is that a problem as long as they're consistent today, or should it be?
I guess you just have to adjust today, but the last 2 games.
Is it just that one play because you say that,
no,
or has it been
remember,
throughout?
It started from the beginning.
Okay.
20 seconds in, the referee called a foul. It shows
That's
you what
right.
type of game it's going to be.
Oh, boy, good hustle from Jovanovic, almost getting that basketball back, but it's going to be Latvia basketball up by 4 points. Labate drives in, you're not going to guard me, I'm going to take it, and I'm going to make it!
And that's what I talked about. Just playing in her role. Nobody's going to pick me up. Fine, I'll go ahead and do it myself. And she just plays solid minutes. And
she took it right at Kovacevic.
Yeah. Why not?
Well, Kovacevic has been one of the most physical defenders out there. A little bit slow reacting. Labate missing. Making her kids proud on that drive. And here's Pulver. She's hit one, and you can keep it at one. But there's the offensive rebound, Gulba. And what I'm seeing from Montenegro is tired. I don't know what it is. The fatigue has set in because there was no way that ball was dropping against Greece. They were on it.
They'll take a timeout, but Jeff, this tournament is one of the hardest to play. As a professional athlete, you never play this many games in such a short period of time at this level, at this energy that you need. So it's 3 games in 4 days. I'm telling you, there'll be some heavy legs, some fatigue starting to set in. We'll listen in to the timeout.
Okay, well, the three-point shot is so huge, and Pulver has been struggling from deep, but she hit that one, and then right after her, Vilka came out. She's got a nice stroke and knocked one down. And that has allowed Latvia to open up a 6-point lead, and the fans are waving the Latvian flags. And it has been a nice little fan following here from Riga. They've come out tonight And Montenegro, we saw them turn it up against Greece after a timeout when they were down by 7 points, and they went on a 14-2 run. Let's see if that timeout by Skarevich is going to have the same type of impact. Gulba misses with her first.
Well, there's also some Montenegro fans behind us as they put Alexa Gulba off her free throw.
Well, it impacted the first, but not the second. She was able to zero in and double the advantage now, 14-7 for the team from the Baltics. Lekovic, who were singing her praises, almost carried the ball there. Vucinic, skip pass. Here's Kovacevic on the baseline.
Zone giving Montenegro a little bit of trouble. They played zone against Spain a bit too long, in my opinion, so Latvia giving a taste of their own medicine.
And putting it up and in, Gulba. And getting it back is Lekovic. Vucinic from deep. You can count it. They need somebody to lift them. She's been solid in this tournament.
Yeah, she has. Tough minutes and a big hit. An answer for Montenegro definitely needed.
She's been averaging 9.5 points per game. And now the turnover, Latvia, they're having some issues at that aspect of the basketball, being a little careless. So already their fourth turnover. Look at Vucinic.
And that was a defender in her face, and she manages to get that up and over and in.
You know what you call that, don't you?
Let me hear it.
A facial. In your face. That's what we used to say. Milovanovic sits down, and you wonder if much of this game is going to depend on her finding her rhythm. Lekovic, she looks a step slow today, and I really do. It's amazing how this Montenegro team needs like a shot of espresso or something. Here's Kovacevic losing it again. And it's the Latvians, for whatever reason, they've got that extra bounce in their step, whereas Montenegro do not. Vilka down to the baseline, hands it off to Pilabre. She's able to get it to Gulba. Troutman. She takes a tough drive, puts it up with the left hand. Mack has it. She's fouled from behind by Pilabre. Gundars Vetra. He's been involved in the women's game for many years. Remember when he used to coach in the EuroLeague women? Coached in Russia. Here he is at the helm of his national team. And Mack, this is a bad foul by Latvia because they've put her on the line.
Well,
a player that hasn't been involved offensively sees the ball go in the basket, and all of a sudden, she's awake.
yes, very good point. But like I said about the fouls, look, both teams over the limit in the first quarter. So it's a different kind of game. I mentioned it 20 seconds
But that was a
in.
clear foul. I mean,
Was,
that was like,
I know, but I'm
got her on
just
the
saying.
arm. Pulver goes all the way deep. Vilka from the left corner. Still enough time for Montenegro. Vucinic goes behind the back. She looks at the clock. They need to launch it. Lekovic. It's going to be Kovacevic. Is that the three they wanted? I'm not sure it was. I think Vucinic was the better option, but there's no use to going deep in that shot clock. She got rid of it. Even so, a little difficult moments for Montenegro, but Latvia only leading 16-12.
Well, here's the stats, and Latvia 2 from 9, 22%, and both teams really struggled in that first quarter. It was low scoring, but Montenegro managing to get to the line 6 times. They're 5 from 6, 83%. 3-point shot not falling either for Montenegro, 1 from 7. As the fans dance, should we join them, Jeff? Should we have a little dance as we get to see the first quarter best plays?
Too early for me. Milovanovic, the shot's not falling deep, but she's able to get it going down low. Laksa, though, however, is a different matter.
Yeah, and Laxas went to the bench with Steinberg, so they should be rested and ready. They've got some other people, Aya, Yavana, sorry, is on the bench still.
Yeah, Alexa, you mentioned it. She came into this game having been red hot from deep, and you'd like her to put up as many shots as she can. Pilabre came out and gave that good drive.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, Yugane. They've got some good depth on their bench, Latvia, and if they want to make it and win this game and potentially go to the next round, they've got depth, and that's a good thing. When you can go, you know, 6, 7, 8, 9 deep into this tournament is so important because there's a lot of minutes being played by your starting 5, and you definitely need help. Well, if you need help, go ahead and scan the court side 1891 and get the app on your phone, and that will keep you up to date with the incredible games across this tournament. We're in Tel Aviv, and then there's Slovenia. What, the fans?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're loving it. So, yeah, anyway, we're into the second quarter. Hopefully the basket opens up and we can get a bit more scoring in this second quarter.
The cameraman almost smacked into Laxa. Okay. Second quarter underway. Latvia with a 4-point lead. The winner definitely going to the qualification for the quarterfinal round. The loser will have to wait for the result of the Spain v Greece matchup later. That game will start at 8:45 local time here in Tel Aviv. Here's Mack. She catches it low. She goes in. It's about as good a defense as you can play Gulba against Mack, because she could have made that shot. Montenegro is just struggling, just trying to fight through it. The lethargy, the tiredness, the fatigue. Looking for a little bit of pep in the step. Here goes Laxa from deep, and she almost made that. Boy, front and back and popped out. You take many threes?
No, I've taken 5 in my whole career. I'm 0
in your national team career, or
yeah.
just
no,
overall?
In my whole career.
Even
0
going back
for 5.
to the Florida Gators?
Nope, never shot one. I didn't shoot them until this season.
Mujovic has the pass, knocked away. Here comes Strautman. I like the energy that she's bringing. Look at her. She gets the pass to Steinberger. She's going to go hard. And Lekovic knocks it out of her hands. And Steinberger says, how is that not a foul? She's looking at the ref. I mean, it was the swipe down that looked like. Surely they would have called the foul, but maybe she got all ball.
Yeah, we can see at that angle. So anyway, Latvia's ball as it went out of bounds.
Pulver puts it on the deck. Into the corner, Gulba, high arcing 3 off the front of the rim. And Steinberger gets it back. Now down low to Gulba. She's going to go right at Kovacevic. She pulls her way, still won't drop. Montenegro hanging on.
Still no bucket yet in this second. It's been 2 minutes. Nobody can score, Jeff. Maybe I need to get out there, hey?
Zivkovic goes down. And nice drive by Zivajevic.
Yeah. Zivajevic. And they get the steal.
Zivajevic. Yeah. And now, as tough as it's been for Montenegro, they can tie it or take the lead. You really cannot emphasize enough as Zivajevic gets it down low and misses. What an accomplishment it is for Montenegro to have a team. It is a basketball country,
yeah,
but with 14 professionals in the country. Speak from Montenegro. And 2 other Americans down there. It's incredible. So timeout, 2-point lead for Latvia.
tā mēs trīs uztaisam. Viss tā kā mēs taisam līdz brīdim, kad Kitī saņem handofu. Tu nāksi ārā, Ieva. Okay? Šeit saņem. Garais. Šeit būs. Aneta. To, ko sēdz nāks. Okay? Tu jau būs Aleks šeit lejā. Ievai bumba, katra šeit. Kitī, tu ej šeit, bet mēs nedodam. Un pēc tam Anete atpakaļ bloks un uz šeieni. Uz turieni, un vēlreiz atpakaļ uz šeieni. Okay? Skatāmies. Ja nav, tad vēl šeit bloks uz to pusi. Anete rulē un Aleks nāk.
Well, I told you I'm fluent in Latvian, Jeff, and my favorite Latvian word is bumba.
And what does that mean again?
Bull. Just bull.
Ball or
Yeah.
bull?
No,
Bull,
B-A-L-L.
like El
Ball.
Toro?
Ball.
Ball, like pelota. Yes,
See.
like what
Yeah.
they're playing with.
Yes. It's
Bull.
like bull, and spele means play. So he's obviously drawn up a play with the ball. But I wish I could have seen his board. But yeah, I played in Latvia, TTT Riga, historical club. And now Montenegro into a zone. They played a lot and it was successful the other night versus Spain.
Did you ever go swimming in the Baltic Sea?
No.
Pulvera misses from deep. I bet in the summertime it's nice, but
I know,
it'll have
but
to be
I
at the
played in
warmest.
winter and it was minus 22 degrees one day I woke up. Inside of my car was frozen. Not outside, inside.
What did you do?
I had to scrape the outside and then I would sit in my car and then scrape the inside of the window before I'd have to leave.
They gave you a car?
Yeah.
Nice. Why didn't you just take a bicycle?
Minus 22 degrees.
Well,
Do you want me to freeze?
get some chains on the tires. You'll be all right. Here goes the drive.
Wow.
Oh, nice play, Pulvera, just like you
Fantastic
said.
defense.
Yeah, you're right. Pulvera's out there because she is tenacious defensively. Gulba spins, turns, fouled by Mack.
Yeah, she's really good on the defensive end. Do you want to hear a funny story of a...
Yeah, please, quickly.
Quickly. It was so cold and I woke up late and I didn't have time to warm up the car. And it was like early in the morning. And so I didn't have time to scrape. So I just wound down the window, stuck my head out and drove to practice.
Wow, how far did you have to go?
It was only like a 3-minute drive, but very dangerous. But I was running late and they caught, I had overslept.
Did your glasses fog up or freeze while you were sticking your head out?
Yeah, definitely great memories in Riga. Beautiful little city.
Ooh.
Over and back. That's over and back.
Zibievich was aware that she couldn't go over and back, but it was a weird situation. She felt, it was almost as if she thought she hadn't gone over yet. And then she threw it back. Those things happen. Vujovic comes back into the game. Montenegro is still looking for that spark. We got it from Vucetic for a while. Now they're in a 3-2 zone. No, now they've switched it to a man. Steinberger. Boy, that's good defense from Mack, but Steinberger, she's not going to keep missing all day. She just plugged away and she took the lead back to 6.
Yeah, she definitely needed that finish. She's missed a few, but they've been tough. That was a great layup by her. Right on the buzzer too.
Kovacevic gets it deep, back to Mack, and it's the Mack attack. I think Natasha Mack could be getting set to really start to take over this game. We've identified her as the weapon of choice on offense.
The zone really slowing down Latvia.
Vilka goes baseline. Oh, and look at Mack, she takes over. Not only does she get the block, she gets the ball.
We saw her had 3 blocks in one of the games.
Look at Vujovic now, that's where she shines, but she misses. But Mack gets the rebound. She gets it back and misses again. Oh boy, the opportunity was there. That tall front line, she was wanting to get it up perhaps a little too quickly.
Well, here's the block from Mack.
Oh my goodness.
Great timing.
Here she is making that shot. I think she's the best shot blocker in Tel Aviv at this
correct.
We haven't been in Ljubljana to witness firsthand some of the shot blocking there, but there's no doubt about it. Natasha Mack is the real deal on defense. Steinberger puts it up.
This zone really causing Latvia some trouble. Not getting a good look at the rim.
Kovacevic, you can count it! And it's a one-point game. Well, we know her most because of that physicality that she brought to the floor in the opening game, but she showed you right there, she can knock down the three. Steinberger into the paint. Well, what is that Latvia bench gonna look like if Montenegro takes the lead here? Because Latvia feels like they've been on top in this game. Here goes Mack, and they have taken the lead, and it's Mack that's bringing them back.
Well, you said when Mack had been quiet and she had made the free throws, and she's been very good since that moment. The zone giving them trouble.
Oh, beautiful bounce pass to Steinberger. Well done, Gulba.
And I think that's how they're going to have to break it. They need to get in that little soft spot around the free throw line and then have cutters to the rim.
Zivkovic over to Mack. She says, why not? I'm feeling it. I think if you rewind the video a couple of minutes, I did say I think Mack is about to start taking over. And I think her defense has helped her also get into this game. Nice pass into Gulba, and she puts it up. Rims out. Dangerous moments now for Latvia. Their confidence perhaps taking a little bit of a dent. I think they know that they should have been in front. And now Montenegro waking up. Kovacevic chases it down. Mujovic. Shot clock about to expire. Kovacevic puts it up. Bank's not open. Mack keeps it alive. Gulba rebounds to basketball. It's going to be fun watching Gulba play at Zaragoza next season. She's going to get a lot more minutes than she did in Avenida in Spain. Now Laxa over to Steinberger on the baseline. You can count it.
Much, much better from Latvia. Way to move the ball inside out and answer to that 2-3 zone, which has been giving them a fair few problems.
This game on a knife edge here in the late in the first half. Mack, she's feeling it. She gets in, she puts it up, and Gulba called for the foul. And Mack is just taken over at this end.
And here's the little 15 baseline footer. Jump shot.
That was your range, wasn't it?
Yeah, I love that shot. That was my favorite shot. I don't know why, because it's a pretty difficult shot because there's no backboard. You've got to be precise, but I like that one. That was my favorite. Thanks for knowing my game, Jeff.
I remember watching you play for the first time at the London Olympics.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
I missed you playing for Florida. I did not see that.
It's all right.
Double-double already for Mack. Look at that, 10 points, 11 rebounds.
He's having a great first half since you spoke it into existence after those free throws.
Pulver drives in, back outside. Now to Pilabre, and Zivkovic takes away. Now we're starting to see the Montenegro, the feistiness that made them so difficult to beat on day one when they got the better of Greece. Mack gets a well-deserved rest, and she deserves a little moment to rest up. She's basically put her team on her back and brought her back into this. Entry pass, baseline. Nice job, and Lekovic in the game. Smart play by Jovanovic. As good as Lekovic is, in my opinion, you really begin to appreciate the defense of Pulver, the way she goes after her. She hasn't faced that type of defense in this entire tournament. Lekovic, here she is, putting it up, and doesn't drop, but Jovanovic uses her size to good effect. Vucinic brings a little bit of rain, but it rims out.
That was incredible. That was pretty much in.
Labare. Steinberger into the corner. Laxa, that's who they want shooting him, and that's why she can nail that three-pointer. And timeout has been called.
And a beautiful realization that they had their best shooter, and I think that's fantastic from Latvia finding Laxa, who has been incredible from the three-point line. Reject a good shot for a better shot, and Montenegro needs this timeout. Go ahead.
You can't relax for a moment if you're Montenegro. Timeout. Well, Steinberger has to deliver, and she has.
Yeah, it's so important that she finds her rhythm. She missed a few buckets earlier, but she keeps being aggressive. She is one of their stars and go-to players. She's had 22 points the first game, 13 points the second, and she's got to go off if this Latvian team wants to win the game. She played her basketball in the French league in Bourges, played really well, averaged a double-double.
She's played in Prague. She's one of the best players in Europe, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Just
very versatile.
take away everything, and just from a toughness standpoint, she will go up against anybody. And then you add the quality of her game. Lekovic being guarded closely by Pulvera. Oh, the bounce pass, and great defense by Vilka. I don't know if Chedic would have got that if she kept going. It was the right idea right out of the timeout. You hate to see the lack of execution at the end, but you got to credit Latvia. Skip pass over to Vilka, drives in. Steinberger, she's going to say, I'm going to step out a little bit farther, and I'm going to knock it down. It's more like it for the team from the Baltics.
Yeah, and they're really saying, hey, shoot the three when you play that zone.
Lekovic, it's been a quiet first half for her. She gets it, Vucinic from the left. Rims out. Another opportunity for Latvia. It was all going well for Montenegro. I almost wonder, you take Mac out like they did to get her a breather, and I don't think it's helped them, to be honest.
Yeah, I know, but you need her to just rest. But actually we're going into halftime, so you're right. Definitely a change because Mac is so tall and long and lean. She's making players second guess as they go to the rim. So we'll see if she's still going to be out for this 4.3 seconds. Listen in to the timeout.
Karte, feiks tālu projām. Kitty bloks, Karlīnus, plašu uz stūri. Un Kitty izmanto rādi, ka tu mauc riktīgi uz trīnī. Sanet tai brīdī iekšā un bām, te, kur mēs iedodam. Ja? Mums ir 4 sekundes. Aiziet.
Well, coach has drawn up a play for the last 4.3 seconds. Why not? If you've got a timeout, use it, because you'll lose it in the first half. So we'll see how well they execute this play. What do you think? They're gonna make it?
I think so.
Okay. Here we go.
So I never saw you play in Florida.
Yeah.
But you never saw me play at UNC, did you? I used to play in the
That wasn't
backyard
fun.
at the fraternity house.
That wasn't fun,
3-on-3. That was good. Okay. Pulver's going to inbound the basketball. 4.3 seconds. Oh, they get it down low to Steinberger, and for some reason, she put it up quickly. And Lekovic, I thought they were going to call a foul there for a second, but they didn't, and that's how it finishes. And Jovanovic walks off the court holding her right shoulder like she took a jarring hit from Steinberger. It's 30-24. Latvia on top of Montenegro at halftime.
Well, as both teams head into the locker room, I think the biggest stat for Latvia is going to be the 2-point percentage. 5 from 20, Jeff, 25%. Really struggling from the floor from the first quarter. The rebounding game pretty tight across the way. And then 9 assists for Montenegro and 7 for Latvia. And Macatak, as you like to call him, 10 points. And Steinberger leading all scorers with 9. So both teams quite a low-scoring game. And we get to see the second quarter best plays. But for me, I just think both teams are struggling offensively. Montenegro has been playing the 2-3 zone and just slowing down Latvia's offensive looks. And then it helps that they're not really making any buckets around the rim either.
So Mac brought him back, but Latvia regained the momentum right before the break. And you see Mac's influence on defense. You know she's good when she can not only get the block, but also get possession after the block. Vucetić whipping out to Kovacevic. Frustrating moments, and I believe if Mac is on the court for Montenegro as long as possible, they're going to be in this thing until the end. And more important than anything for Latvia is their defense. If they can play that defense at a high level, maybe it's going to be their game to win. Beautiful bounce pass there by Gulba to Steinberger.
And they're probably going to have to draw up some plays at halftime against this zone. It's given them a little bit of trouble. They're not looking to be aggressive, but when Laksas is shooting the 3 like that, it's very successful, and they've had a fair few shots in that second quarter because it started very slow. But we're going into halftime, and we'll see when we come back.
Okay, looking forward to it.
Unique character. Unique chemistry.
FIBA Basketball World Cup is the peak of the game.
It's the toughest competition in the basketball world to win.
That is why I will be there.
Because when you win for one,
You win for all.
I think they're so good, they're not even going to worry about any one player. They're just going to play their good team defense. And the drive and the basket is good. Nice play by Rucker.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about with Israel. As much as the game is slipping away from them and still 8 minutes to play.
Now they have 21 points from turnovers, from 16. The turnover 16 times, and 21 points from it.
Tough layup by Beck Bentley, and she goes right, left, and then finishes with her last.
Suntage goes inside with the pass off the pick and roll. Wilker outside, real deep 3 is good. That was his halfway to the halfway line.
And anybody watching this game right now, here goes Messaman laying it up and in. If they're watching from Ljubljana, they're going to be like, gee. Again. Messina takes it deep and is blocked by Cohen. And now a little bit of words being exchanged. Love that. Cohen
look. Oh my goodness me. Put that one on a postcard. That is stunning.
Beautiful footwork. Elite, actually.
Montenegro, such a big part of their game against Greece. Oh, nice pass, Casa. Boy, I don't even recognize the Spain team from what we saw the other night.
Lilique has it. Goes to the ring. Oh, what a block! Oh! What a block by McGowan! And she gets the love of her teammates on that play.
Anita Steinberger with 9 points leading the way for Latvia here against Montenegro. She's even hit a three-pointer. She missed some shots early on, but Azania, she finally found her rhythm, and it's because of her and Laxa, really, that they have been able to open up a little bit of a lead here at halftime.
Yeah, you're right. She missed a fair few in the beginning, but you've got to stay aggressive sometimes. It doesn't fall your way, so you can't, you know, not keep that up. And she's got 9 points leading all scorers, and like you said, Laxas with 5 points. I would like to see it as they come out of halftime how they're going to attack this zone. We saw Montenegro play the zone in the third quarter versus Spain. It was very successful for them, but then they stayed in it in the fourth, and I felt like they stayed in it too long, that Spain were able to adjust because they could just pick it apart. So it'll be interesting to see if they stay in the zone the whole entire game. But your favorite right now, the Mac attack, go ahead.
Yes, Natasha Mack, I mean, she's already got a double-double, so she's not going to be able to do anything else. I mean, the only thing that she can do is stay on the court for the entire time, and I don't know how effective she would be. Was that the right decision to get her out when she did, in terms of putting her on the bench?
Yeah, I think she went with the case of giving her a bit extra longer rest before halftime, but then, like you said, the game is completely different when she's not on the floor. She's a long and lean defensive machine on the other end, blocking shots. Here we see her driving. She's had a little jump shot. She affects the game so much, so I don't know how long Coach Scarovic can leave her on the bench. Maybe she's going to have to kind of manage her minutes.
go on and advance to the qualification for the quarter round, it will be a massive disappointment, and they will have to blame themselves.
Yeah.
Because they just did not come out with the requisite
lovely
energy, the right attitude in the second half against Greece.
Yeah.
Because now, had they done that, they could have gone ahead and knocked Greece out, or they could have at least punched their ticket.
And been first of the group.
Could have been first in the group, yeah. They would have beaten Greece.
And Spain.
And Spain, yeah.
That
so
came in today.
They would have been flying high. We haven't seen too much of Aya today.
Nope.
Yuriani, formerly
Putnina. Yeah. Yeah, she hasn't played in the first half, so that's what I'm saying. They still have some solid bench play left for Latvia.
Are they saving her?
Maybe. Maybe. They've had some really good minutes, though, also from Carleen.
Yeah, Carleen's played well.
Yeah.
I wonder if Aya took too many threes in the last game.
But that's in her repertoire. That's in her arsenal. It's not like.
Or maybe it was just the second half. I don't know. I don't think you should read too much. I think sometimes
it's just the way of the game.
The coach is looking for I think Skarevich probably has less options, and she has to really balance rest versus.
Minutes, yeah.
And again, we've talked about this as well. The difference between the elite teams and the teams that want to be good is depth.
Yeah.
You know, USA, they've got
1 to 12.
They have no drop-off whatsoever.
That's a rare luxury.
It is, yes. But you know, historically, you know, and we look at Belgium, and that's the big question: Are they have they reached that point? Maybe, but they're going to have to prove it over the course of the tournament.
FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2023 beginning in the second half for Latvia 30, Montenegro 24. Tel Aviv, Israel, welcome.
Hey, scan the barcode to get that wonderful FIBA Women's EuroBasket app and have all the information you need at your fingertips. Get it on Google Play or the Apple Store. Just scan in the barcode. You'll have all the national team information from the teams that are here, rosters, games. And okay, well, speak of the devil, I will just look right now at that app and see.
Tell me what you're looking for.
If the other game has started.
No, I don't think so.
Germany against Great Britain. Nope, it tips off in 4 minutes. There you go. See? Okay, we're going to start the second half here. Mujovic inbounding the basketball to Lekovic. So a little bit of a different look here with both point guards on the court for Montenegro. And I've got a feeling that Skarevich has told her team, you either pick it up here in the second half or you're going home. Here's Jovanovic. Already looking a little bit more lively, Montenegro. Even though they didn't score. Steinberger, Jakobsen, Gulba, Laxa, Vilka on the court for Latvia, as you can see.
Beautiful play.
Nice jump shot for Latvia, not the three, but.
Listen, the poise in that and the execution, they waited for Laxas to come back off that double screen. Well executed and a fantastic play to come out in the third quarter.
There's Mack, she's in, and she's on the attack. And she's back. She takes it to the rack.
Just like that.
Dangerous moments for Latvia, down 6 points. This is really the key for me right now. Latvia have the opportunity to open up a double-digit lead if they score on a couple of straight possessions here. Dangerous moments for Montenegro, and Steinberger gets in and hits it.
And they run the exact same play, Jeff, but instead they take away Laxas off that screen, and then Steinberger, you know, dashes into the paint. Great execution back-to-back. Impressive by Latvia. They mean business in this second half.
Bojica Mujovic missing. Mack, though, hustles to the basketball. She just does everything. Lekovic gets it to Mack, and Mack misses, but she gets it back, and she takes it to the rack.
And 2 possessions that Alexa Gomba messes up the rebound, and Mack's not going to miss that many shots.
Here's Vilka driving in, a little finger roll. Now Mack is potentially going to have 20-20 today. I'm just wondering if Mack might get a triple-double. I don't know that she'll get 10 blocks.
Here, look, she misses that box out and rebound, and Mack's not going to miss that many back-to-back.
You got to push her out of the lane, surely. Is that not what they should be doing?
I think Alexa just fell asleep on that possession.
Mujovic gets it. Tough assignment for Gulba. Mack, that great defense. I mean, you'd rather her shoot it not going towards the basket, kind of flailing like that. I think she forced that one up. Steinberger. Oh, there's a happy Latvian fan, just waving the flags, cheering on his team. Jakobsen back to Steinberger. Vilka knocks it in the right corner. They don't want to lose sight of her. Steinberger puts up one from deep. And Ivanovic knew that the ball was going to go out of bounds.
I don't think Latvia is as good when they get stuck into their one-on-one play. I think they're such a good team and hard to guard when they run their offense. 2 different teams. Good defense also.
They are really meeting Lekovic. Look at this, the young superstar drawing the foul, and she earns a trip to the free throw line. This is what's going to unlock it, I think, for Montenegro if she can get to the level that she played at in the first 2 games.
Yeah, she was really aggressive, just like that play. She hasn't really found that yet in this game, so hopefully seeing that, she can keep stepping up. And
Has she got number 25 on her socks?
Yeah, that's pretty, no, 23. They're probably Jordan socks, I think. Yeah.
She makes both, and she looks good doing it.
And I think her fans, only a couple Montenegro fans have 25 jerseys on, so.
Could be her family. Here they are diving for the basketball. Vilka, Jakobsen. Steinberger and Ivanovic. She's such a good shooter usually that you just think about her being a shooter, but she's not. She's a much more complete player, and she's going to try to post up down low now. Here she goes, Lekovic again. Oh, look at the turn. No, it doesn't drop. And Steinberger gets it, but Lekovic gets it back. Ivanovic thought about it. She's going to drive a little runner. And look at the hustle from Zivkovic, but nobody was there to get the basketball. Now the game opens up a little bit. This is where Latvia like it. Okay, they have to settle and now run the half-court offense. Oh boy, Mujovic getting away with a hold on Vilka, it looked like. Zivkovic. Well, she might have traveled. Lekovic using the speed. Great job, Gulba. What a pass that was. Mujovic from deep. Good. Here comes Montenegro, down by just 1 point. And again, Latvia had that lead.
Yep.
And they haven't taken advantage, and now they're clinging again.
Absolutely, and like I said, they must have not talked about the zone because Montenegro have come back out and sitting clean in it. They're begging them to shoot the ball, and now we're in 6 seconds.
Laksa, open. So we are in a game that is about as intense as it comes in Montenegro. I'm pretty sure that the coach has really gotten into them at halftime because they have come out with a lot more fire.
Yeah, I would agree, and they're only down 1 now, but you said that, didn't you, at halftime, that Montenegro do have enough to come back, and I said they match each other's physicality, Montenegro versus Latvia.
There's the D. Oh, look at, even when she's almost about to turn over Mac, she's able to get it back. Ivanovic going up against Pulver. She has to hurry, and Pulver's defense is just elite.
Elite.
She's a bulldog.
Wow, strong. Jovanovic thinks that she has the mismatch down low there, and Jeva Pulver just is so strong. And she's definitely here for both ends, defense and offense.
Scarovich, the coach, just incredible how she's coaching her point guards. She knows it's not going to be perfect. It's still a work in progress for the youngster, but she desperately wants her to make the right decisions. Here she is going up against Pulver again. It's a tough matchup for anybody, let alone a 19-year-old just cutting her teeth at the first FIBA Women's EuroBasket that she's played in, and Mac goes right at Carleen Pilabre and scores and has a chance for a three-point play. Look at this. She just got the first step on her. There was no stopping her. Chest bump.
Yeah, that's a really nice picture there. She goes to the free throw line for the first, and it rims in and out. It's like the rim has a little man on it, just kicking it off on both ends. We've seen multiple shots go in, rim in and out. I'm sick of it. Get him off of there, Jeff.
Here's Vilka, whips it out. Pulver, she's feeling confident, but maybe not what they needed. And now Latvia down a point and having to contend.
Yeah, sorry, this is what this zone is making Latvia do, shoot outside shots. And if you're not having a good day at the office from the three-point line, it really can make things difficult.
Here's all. She picks up the loose ball, and Mac, far and away the best player on the court right now.
She knows that. She said, hey, that ball just came to me. Look at this. Gets tipped up and right into her hands. And she is absolutely dominating all sides. Yeah, she has 18 points. Jeff, let's listen in to the Latvian timeout.
Anet šitā, Karlīna, kad būs ies projām. Kitija, tu būs tā, kas šitai stūrī. Ja, un Kati, tu būs tā, kas handoffs. Un šeit, atceramies, otram cilvēkam, kas šeit ir. Mēs liekam bloku, Anet rulē un skatāmies. Okay?
Kamā, viņas 11 punktus, mēs 4. Izbeidzam runāt un ejam cīnīties vienreiz.
Well, Natasha Mack she doesn't play like a Mack truck. She plays with grace, but power. And the former Oklahoma State Cowgirl star is just getting it going right now from Montenegro. And even on her misses, she's able to get the rebound and put it back up and in. Blocking shots, doing everything.
And even from those free throws, you called it, didn't you? In was it the second quarter? Second quarter, she went to the line. She hadn't scored yet. She saw the 2 points go in, and she has just gone full steam ahead from that moment. And it's exactly what Montenegro needs. She leads all scorers with 18 points, and then the next leading scorer is 5. So she's doing it all.
She comes from Lufkin, Texas, and a very badly needed jump shot made by Latvia. Oh, the pass right into the hands of Laksa, and that is going to be the worst development in the world for Montenegro if they start turning the basketball over. They might review this.
Nope.
They could challenge. She could challenge if she wanted, and she will.
Well, it's so important when a game is so close that you pick and choose. Each coach has one challenge a game. If they win it, they still don't get it back, so it's just one and done. And the referee nearly went to the wrong screen. Let's listen in. She should be mic'd up. Well, let's see what they have to say, because they've changed it, Jeff. It's now Montenegro's ball, so good challenge by Coach Skarevich. And that's the beauty of the challenge. They just added that last season, I think. But it's not like tennis, where if you're correct with your challenge, you get to keep it. I kind of think that would be kind of cool, no?
So back to live action, and Vucinic knocks in the three-pointer.
Latvia need to just, you know, execute here down to the tee, because Montenegro is starting to pull away.
And the pass into the hands of Mack, and a look out. It's going horribly wrong right now for Latvia. Skarevich is just such a great coach, able to make adjustments. You know, you can always, I think one of the real telling points for a coach is, what did they do at halftime?
Yeah.
How do they, you know, what did they say? What different tactics do they switch around? And she's into this, and I think what she's done, she's lit a fire under her team at the break. They're playing with a lot more sense of urgency. Zivkovic, and drives, tough shot. Good box out by Carleen. Over it, here's Carleen driving in. Oh, nice play. Great finish.
And I think that's a good look for Latvia. If they want to break this zone, they've got to push quick and early in the transition, so Montenegro don't have time to set up their 2-3 zone.
Fall too far behind this Montenegro team, and right now that's very possible as Vucinic is heating up, number 23.
Vucinic shooting very well. 9 points for her from the three-point line.
Carleen drives in, misses the reverse layup. Gut it out. Stay on the court as long as she can. Mujovic puts up the jumper, and it's good. And it is heading in the wrong direction right now for the team from the Baltics, but from the team from the Balkans, it's all systems go. You want to get a good shot here. Wide open three. I think almost you want something going to the basket,
yeah.
Especially with Mack a little tired. You can see that she's perhaps needs to come out again, just for a second.
Well, the court is about to range, so she'll get the rest then.
Vucinic, she's hit a couple of threes. The ball goes to Kovacevic. Great defense from Carleen. Carleen Pulabre getting the hand on it now, just 3.4 seconds left. They need to get a stop, and they need to go down and get a basket. Right now, the mental side of things crucial. Lekovic coming in as well for Bosica Mujovic.
Yeah, I think this is a crucial possession. You're right. This defense here, there's 3.4 seconds, so Montenegro need to get something up quickly.
Lekovic has it. She gets it back to Mack. And just coming up short. Couldn't quite control it. What are they going to do? Natasha Mack, meanwhile, 18 points, 15 rebounds, a steal and a block, plus 27 efficiency. That is
beautiful there. The offense is still a quarter to go.
It's ridiculous how high. I mean, it's like twice as much as any Latvian player, 4 times as much. Here goes Steinberger, fouled by Zivkovic. She had one to give. They've got another one to give. Will they foul again? Or they just play good defense?
And you can see Skerovic there. She was a great point guard. She literally plays on the sideline.
Steinberger fouled while shooting. Oh no, is it 3 or 2? She had her left foot behind the arc, but then she stepped inside.
So 2.
So 2 free throws.
Let's have a look. Look,
she's there, and then she's, yeah, her foot was inside. But they'll take it with 1.8 seconds left. They need anything they can get right now. Well, I don't know what it is about Montenegro, but the third quarter definitely suits them. That's when they came back against Spain. They weren't able to come all the way back and take the lead, but remember, they had a double-digit deficit, and they pulled back to within 2 points.
Yeah. Well, with that free throw, they make it a 5-point game, a long throw.
Oh, Vilka has a chance. She needs to launch it. And it's not going to count. She needed to get into the motion a little bit faster than that. But it is looking good for Montenegro. They lead it 45-40 over Latvia with 10 minutes remaining.
Well, Montenegro has stayed in the zone, and it's worked for them as Latvia is shooting 32%, 9 from 28 from 2-pointers, and 5 from 16 from 3. Montenegro getting to the free throw line, 8 from 11, and doing a much better job in this third. And talking about third, it's the third quarter best plays. It's a 5-point game, Jeff, and it's been all Natasha Mack with 18 points. She has a double-double, has been incredible since those free throws in the second quarter. She has just been on fire. Can Latvia figure out the zone and get back into this game, or do Montenegro get the second win of the group? It could change up some things.
You don't want your fate to be determined by somebody else. Right now, both of these teams control their own destiny.
Great point.
You know, and I think realistically, as well as Greece played against Latvia in the second half, you would expect Spain, I think, to win that game, to go to 2-1. So that would mean, you know, from the head-to-head standpoint, that would be better for Montenegro.
Yeah, but also right now,
Latvia,
with this only a 5-point game, it's such short margins. But go ahead, scan the court side 1891. Keep up with all the scores, the schedules of the game. You get to hear my lovely voice, Zania, and my beautiful friend, Jeff. Hey, it's not in Israel, but in America and England. Happy Father's Day, darling.
Well, thank you. I haven't heard.
Yeah, your kids haven't called you. It's all right. That's why I'm here, to brighten up your day.
Thank you very much.
Happy Father's Day.
It's still early for them.
Yes. Here's the 2-3 zone we spoke about.
Trautmann gets it to Steinberger. Pulvera doesn't want to settle. Steinberger, she puts it up and rattles it in. That extra concentration. She scored her team's last 4 points.
There's that little soft 15-footer free throw range. It's going to be important if they can hit those shots. the zone will not be successful.
Shot clock about to expire. She better launch it. She does not. Great defense by Laksa. We know she can shoot the three. We also now know she can defend against the three.
Skarovic just looks on, but that's a good offensive play to start the game. Excuse me, start this fourth, and then a good back defense. Can they get another score to break into this lead a little bit more? Zone is really baiting Latvia to score.
Oh, nice dish to Golba from. Golba found herself too far under the rim. Threw it up off the underside of the rim.
Yeah, and another block by Mack.
Latvia well guarded. The defense picking up a little bit. Zivkovic a long way out. Nice D from Latvia, 2 straight possessions, and then the foul by Lekovic. You know, when times get hard,
yeah,
you rely on your
dangerous foul. Sorry, that's to the face.
Oh, did she catch her?
Yeah,
Well, they can go and look at it.
Yeah, that should have been, really.
They don't really look at too much, do they?
No, but he called it late, and that was a hit to the face. But anyway, Latvia gets the ball back, and they stay in the zone. Can they answer it? They're baiting Latvia into shooting long-range jumpers.
Both teams are doing that, in fact. Here's Laksa. She doesn't settle, she drives. Still takes a tough shot. Wozica over to Maria Lekovic. A lot to like about Lekovic, and that's one of them. The drive on the bank. She hasn't been quite as imposing today, but that was a huge shot. Lekovic has the 3 fouls. Strautmann for 3, good. I like what I'm seeing from Latvia. They're taking their shots with confidence.
They have to.
Yeah.
They have to. They're getting nothing to the rim, Jeff, and Montenegro are baiting them into shooting the 3.
Mujovic gets blocked. Well, Strautmann's all of a sudden become an X factor in this game. Hits the 3-pointer, goes down on defense, gets the block. And Mujovic is going to inbound the basketball underneath the basket. Mack has not been getting as many touches here for Montenegro. Ivanovic now, she gets it to Mack. It's going to be a tough chance. She does not get it off in time. And 3 consecutive possessions, and it's Latvia's defense that has been making the plays. Montenegro called timeout, and there is no telling which way this game is going to go.
Sad idemo čovjeka, man to man now, one time. Okay. Now, when we play zone, Milice, if number 33 is here, this is you. Božica cannot go here, it's you. Božo, you stay down here. So communicate. Here, where is number 33? In offense. We run again short. One time short. So we are here, open. We can receive the ball. Next, we have you. You can pass here. You have to make this goal. Up and
Well,
Okay,
here's
look at
Latvia's,
this.
Yeah.
Steinberger taking it with confidence. It's like you said, I mean, you either win it, you're mentally with it, or you're not. And this was really big. Strautmann bearing it, and then she goes to the other end
And plays
and gets the
tough
block
defense.
on Mujovic.
Yeah, we love it. Go ahead, girl. Clap away, and we see Italy in the building. But talking about stats, Jeff.
Not just Italy. Look who else we see.
Oh, Belgium, the Cats. Meow. 6 from 17 from the 3-point line. Latvia and then 10 from 31 from the 2.
Wow. Look at that. Mack coming up with a steal. The right idea at Pulver, but then she turns it over. It's just night and day, the intensity level right now. Is at about 5 on the meter in the first half, and right now it's at a full 10, and there's Mack getting it down low. Look at Mack staying with it. Look at, they're both diving for the basketball. Mujovic catches it, gets to the baseline, into the corner. Zivkovic for 3. Jovanovic goes for it. Body's banging. The physicality has gone up. Here's Mack. She's not going to be denied this time. Yes, she is, but she gets it back again. Look at her. Incredible. What a scrap. And for the players and the fans and the coaches that like intensity, you're seeing it.
And Latvia are not doing a good job on the defensive rebounds. Montenegro are getting multiple chances, multiple looks and possessions, and unfortunately they didn't make it that time, but Latvia need to do a better job of boxing out. And luckily they get a break. Montenegro needs to punish them when they get that second and third rebound. Wow, 2-point game. Jeff is so right. I really can't call this game. It's going to come down to the wire.
You have to call it. You're with me.
Oh, well, I've got no choice, don't I?
Yeah, we're both calling it. Oh, you mean predict the result. Okay, I gotcha.
Let's see if Latvia can execute.
Well,
they've gone man-to-man now, Montenegro. They've changed it up.
Strautmann just hit a shot. Get it back to her. She's got the touch. Back to Laksa for 3. No, that's the player. Look at Mack. I mean, she's just impossible to beat. I mean, it's not like Latvia's not trying to get the basketball, but she's not just the best shot blocker in this tournament. She might be the best rebounder in this tournament, Natasha Mack.
Have to agree.
Mujovic from downtown. Oh, and then she falls down while celebrating the 3. That's something I would do.
Yeah, they're going to put her on the highlight reel. They did a teammate like that the other day on the Instagram page, Ivanovic.
Here's Strautmann. Back to Steinberger. Shot clock, she's got to put it up. She doesn't get it up in time, does she? They can challenge it. They may as well challenge it. I don't think that she did get it off in time. I think it's very close. Watch, here we go.
Challenge
Latvia
coach.
Nope.
Request to review the play.
But you don't want to end the game with that challenge in your back pocket, not having used it. You just hope that.
Also, it's a mini timeout for Latvia just to rest.
Keep rolling it. Yeah, 5-12. Yeah, perfect. All right.
Talking
Yes,
about
I got it.
the Mack attack, 18 points to match her 18 rebounds.
You call it. I call it.
So they do not win the challenge. It's funny that Bojica Mujovic was laughing, looking up at her family or friends up in the crowd because she fell down while backing up, showing the 3-point. You just hope you don't get a big injury there. Well, you know what time it is, don't you, Zanian? It's almost lunchtime, but it's something else. It's money time.
Okay.
This is going to be the determining time. Who's going to win this game? Look at the great D from Pulvera, but the foul called, so Vicic will go to the line.
It's only a 5-point game. There's enough time, 4 minutes 55. It does feel like the momentum has stuck with Montenegro in this second half. Like you said, the third quarter is their go time, and it's rolled into the fourth, and really just keeping this lead as they hit the free throw. They're up 6.
Well, Vucevic has just been terrific today. Big 3-pointers in the first half. Or sorry, big 3-pointers, and she actually has been consistent in this tournament. As consistent as anybody. Over Steinberger in the paint, and she's playing like a champion as well.
Steinberger was 17, and that little mid-range jump shot has been good for her. It's the only offense that Latvia are really getting against that zone.
Jovanovic, it looks good, it is! And that's what we've been waiting from number 35. She delivers one at the right time. Steinberger tries to get it right back. How big was that shot from Jovanovic?
Huge, and that puts her on
8-point lead.
That puts her on 51 three-point shots, I think, now.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, but what are those measures going to be? You got to lock down and play defense. It's all about energy and intensity right now for Latvia. Look at that great box out by Strautmans. She knew. She had the box out there. Pulver open. She takes it and goes in and out. Laxa gets it. Latvia looking at the threes. And Jovanovic fouls from behind. Frustrating sequence for Latvia. They've had their chances in this game. They've had their chances in this EuroBasket.
Well, in the first, they should have really prepped for this. I hope they would have seen it, that Montenegro played zone the whole second half versus Spain, and obviously they've stuck to it and it's worked. This game, Laxas needs to shoot the ball.
She catches the inbounds. Pulver.
Nice play.
Oh, nice. Nice way. Oh, they're going to call travel. Right idea, but she traveled. And now Gulba has the tough assignment as Italy's players look on. I think that was Verona. Constanza looking out amongst them. Skio point guard. Vucevic dribbles right. Back to her left. Puts it up from the elbow. Mack. Uh-oh. It's Mack time. Mack is back and the lead is 10.
And that's her first bucket. She's been on 18 for a long time, but she gets it at the right time.
Laxa foul while hitting the three. That is big time. And Skarevich points to her head. We cannot foul the three-point shooter. And did they call it on Jovanovic or on Zivkovic? Oh, Jovanovic. What a crucial mistake by the veteran.
And it is the right call. The referees are all over. You have to be able to land safely as a shooter.
Could that be the shot that gets Latvia back? It puts them on the way. Getting back into this game. Now they need a stop, big time.
Big 4-point play by Laxas. Can they get the stop, or is Montenegro going to keep chipping in?
Mujovic launches, the D is there. Here comes Steinberger, she looks up the floor, 3-on-2. You said it, they like to be attacking when they're, oh boy, Laxa turns it over. What a terrible time for a turnover. Jovanovic bounce pass, and that might just have been the turnover that does it. They were going down to cut the deficit to 4 or 3. Laxa turns it over, and then Jovanovic just gets it to Mack, and she knows what to do with it.
Incredible job from Mack today. It's been so tough around the rim. 22 points. We're listening to Latvia's timeout.
Pēc tam šeit, ka viņš tiek šeit agresīvs ball pressure. Pick and rolls, agresīvs red, bet tā ka black tā ka ejam virsū. Okay? Un vispārējie kustamies augšā un mēģinam nostīlot. Okay? Skaidrs ir? Pēc iemestā, ja mēs iemetam 31, tiekam atpakaļ ātri sadalam un uzreiz agresīvi metamies virsū. Uzbrukumā tad. Ātri mēs tiekam tur uzreiz. Okay, vienalga, ko sēd. Anet lejā. Nāk uz šeit. Tā kā nē tur.
Well, here's Mack. Has been pretty much the game changer. If she doesn't show up and turn up today, this afternoon, Montenegro do not win. She has been incredible on both ends. She's been blocking shots. She's got 22 points. She's had tremendous effort on the rebounding end. Look, there she is, just plugging away. And she's also 5 rebounds away from the all-time leading record at the rebounding end. So I'll keep an eye on that for us, Jeff, as she's got the double-double, 20 huge rebounds.
Well, that's a Shaq-like 22 points, 20 rebounds. Unbelievable. Oh, huge shot coming out of the timeout.
Full court press here from Latvia, but Montenegro break it real easy.
Vucinic, oh, bad shot. Steinberger gets it. There's only going to be one player getting that rebound, and we knew who it was. Now, can they capitalize this time?
Laxus needs to go quick, yep.
Oh boy, that was a good-looking shot, and that is what you call making amends for the turnover. Suddenly,
they need to get it over.
The pressure on Montenegro as the Latvians come back. They got to play defense like their lives depend on it. Shot clock winding down. You don't want to get a reaching foul. They get the hands up. Jovanovic, she puts it on the deck. She drives in. Oh boy, that was tough. Tough basket from Jovanovic.
They need to go quick so Montenegro don't set their zone. Fine Laxus, maybe she's the hot hand.
She gets it to Steinberger. Good decision. Boy, you can't be displeased with Steinberger. She's doing everything she can. Another moment of truth for Montenegro. They need a basket. Laxa breathing hard. You can see that she's about to collapse. She's so tired, they turn it over. A little bit of miscommunication. And I think Mujovic is upset. Is she thinking the referee was in the way?
Well, the referee is part of the game. So
yeah.
If the ball hits the referee and she's still in bounds, it's still a live ball. But you're right, maybe. Anyway, Latvia get the turnover, Jeff.
Look at this, they got a chance to tie it. They were down 10.
Yeah.
You stick with Laxa, do you get to Steinberger?
Go to Steinberger, I think.
Steinberger, Pulvera, Vilka, mid-range, oh, it doesn't go in! And now they're up against it, Latvia, they got a foul. I don't think they want this thing to tick all the way down, and they got to find the right person to foul. Oh boy, they would have liked to have had Laxa or Steinberger shooting the basketball. Vilka took it, she didn't miss it badly.
Timeout.
So they got to commit more fouls. But looking from a free throw shooting standpoint today, Mack is 4 of 7. So maybe, although she has a nice free throw shooting motion, I can't believe she's missed that many.
Now, back, up here. Pučko, you be here. Milica and Dragana here. Božo, you are the one who inbound the ball. Max, contact and you open here, okay? They may want to follow. Yeah, just keep the ball. I need time. Yes. Yes. You open like in 5. Like in 5. Yes. Like in 5. Pretend like you're gonna set a screen for you go. But now, Pučko, you are setting screen for Milica, okay? Dragan, you are here in the corner. Čekaj, you can't do it. Pass, Božo, hop, and we try to do the handoff here. If we can.
Well, Anita Steinberger has been terrific today, especially in the second half, leading her team. 10 of 19 from the floor, 23 points, 8 rebounds.
Yeah, she's really had to do it all, and they haven't really had any other. Laxus, excuse me, has really stepped up and scored 15 points. She's the only other player in double digits, matching Steinberger's 23. I think the zone just absolutely put them out of their sync and rhythm, and they've really struggled today in this game, but they're still within it. There's 20 seconds. They can do it and bring it back in.
Mujovic coming into this game 1 of 3 from the line. Maybe that's your best option to foul. Mack is 4 of 7 today. and shooting in the high 60s.
Well, Montenegro struggled getting this ball in, and only a split of a second came off, so they've got 16 seconds on the clock.
Remember, it was the 4-point play by Latvia that has helped them come back. Now, they get rid of it. Now, that's who you want to foul. They've still got to foul again. They've got to foul another time before they send them to the line with 16.2 seconds left. They don't want to foul them as well before they inbound the basketball. The Latvia fans looking on nervously. Got to get the quick foul. They don't get the steal. Foul. Oh, they didn't foul. They needed to. Oh, they get the steal. Oh, that's an unsportsmanlike. Mujovic, it looked like she held her back. She might have gotten away with it. And they're going to get it into Mack, and she's going to score. I think it's after. If you look at that play, Latvia had the basketball. It looked almost like Mujovic held her hand out, and they could have potentially called an unsportsmanlike. And I don't know. They want to see if this basket is good, but to me, I don't.
And Montenegro's bench runs on the court because they think the game is over. You could get a technical foul for that, but luckily I don't think anyone saw. But anyway,
it looked like they got the steal. Anyway, we'll listen.
No basket. Look at this.
Yeah, one more. Beautiful. Forward. Okay. Go slow. I got 2.2. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. Okay, go here. Right when it changes. Frame by frame. The first thing is 2.1. 2.1. Thank you. Confirmed violation, yeah? Yeah.
No basket. Really big call. No basket, and now Latvia will call a timeout so they can draw a play, Jeff, to even potentially win this game here. Look, still
oh yeah,
in her
she did
hand.
not get it off in time, the shot clock. So I was still caught up thinking that there might have been an unsportsmanlike on Mujovic that wasn't called after the steal. So they still have time, and maybe a miracle here coming for Latvia.
Tu nāc uz bloku, bet to bloku gandrīz atnāc un momentāli rauj augšā. Tu uzreiz prom uz to soli, stūri. Tu līņais viņas kiča, tu tā kā rādi, ka tu ies stūri. Tu uzreiz šeit, ja ir trojka šeit, un Aleksa, tad, kad tas noticis, tu bloks šeit, un Aneta izkāp, un šitā trojka. Variants 1, variants 2. Ok? Skaidrs ieva. Ok? Jā, vienalga, ko viņš dara. Jā, Kiti, bet tu sagaidi Kati pirms, tā kā lai viņš lejā uzreiz aiz viņu. Okay?
.1 seconds left, so they have got the opportunity to launch a potential game-tying three. If you're Montenegro, you do not want to foul the three-point shooter here. You do not want to take away their landing spot. You do not want to foul. You know that Latvia will be looking to try to hit the three, and if not, at least draw the foul. Here they get to Steinberger, goes off her hands. She gets it up! And unfortunately for Latvia, she didn't catch it cleanly, and now they are going to need some help from Greece to beat Spain if they want to advance. Tough defeat. You know, it never boils down to one or two calls for a team. They might have had one or two tough ones, but at the end of the day, it's over the course of the tournament. They didn't come out and beat Greece like they needed to in their last game. They weren't there in the second half today. They went up by several points against this Montenegro team. They could have extended the lead in the first half. They did not. And you got to give credit to Montenegro. They regrouped. They came back in the second half and gave a different picture of themselves. And now look at them. This is not an easy team to play against. We even saw it against Spain, Montenegro, the way they came back and gave them a real fight all the way through the third quarter. Look out, Montenegro alive and kicking. They know they are at least going to be in the qualifying round for the quarterfinals with a 61-58 win.
Well, a really ugly game at some points. Latvia only shooting 37% from the two, only making 13 two-point shots. The rebounding game goes to Montenegro, and no doubt it goes to Natasha Mack. 20 rebounds to go with her 22 points. She is the woman of the match, because if she doesn't come out and get that double-double, Jeff, they are not where they are today. They get the second win of their group stage. This is the fourth quarter. Best plays, and no doubt it was Latvians Steinberger that just had this jump shot. That's all the answer, and Montenegro forced them into shooting jump shots. No layups. They stuck to the 2-3 zone, and it worked, and they managed to get the 2-point win.
So Lekovic not quite as influential in the game today, but she did make this big shot. And Laksa here getting it back in. Stroutminer making the big three-pointer.
Well, the thing is, with that, it's a 3-point, win, it's still a really small margin. It's a small margin win, and this is what the thing is about group stages. Not only do you have to watch that, do you know what I mean? If you are going to lose, you want to keep the scoring margin very low. And at least Latvia has managed to do that, but it was all Montenegro from that third quarter. They absolutely came out on fire. Natasha Mack, you said it, in the second quarter she hadn't scored, and then she scored these 2 free throws, and then it was just up and away for her. A really fantastic game. 20 rebounds, 15 on the defensive end and 5 on the offensive end. She played 36 minutes and 44 seconds, and boy, she's going to need a rest.
She hasn't made many three-pointers, but that one was huge as they put the pressure on. Like, Vucinic has been terrific. Mack, again, just claimed, she just makes up for a lot of mistakes. That was the play there that allowed Latvia to come back. That not only did they trim the deficit with the three-pointer and also the foul, cutting it, she made the 4-point play. It gave them some momentum, and they came back. And then Montenegro were able to make the plays right at the end. Latvia did with Steinberger hit that jump shot. Jovanovic, it's not just about the threes for her. I mean, I think she's got much more of a complete game, and you could even see there that she was fighting through the attention of the Latvian player, Steinberger, and somehow, some way, getting the basketball to go in. So a very tough defeat. It's not over for Latvia. They'll be waiting later tonight, hoping that Greece get a win over Spain. Those two teams play at 8:45 p.m. What we do know is that Montenegro are in the qualification round for the quarterfinals at least. Who knows? They might go on to win it. Great game. Well, we knew it was going to be tough. Latvia had their chances, but Montenegro, you can never write off this team. They are so strong mentally. Great performance from Skarevic's team. They win it 61-58.